Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly unbox Deep Rock Galactic, the board game. This is the Goo from Above miniature expansion, something that I had ordered after playing and really enjoying the core game. So we're going to take a look here. There's not a whole lot in the box, but should be interesting. It came with new miniatures and 2 new enemy types. Let's take a quick look now. The Goo Bomber. The Goo Bomber will fly towards the nearest dwarf. When it attacks, it not only hurts its target, but also surrounds it with a sticky goo. Regardless of the dice result, place goo tokens on all vacant spaces, not tunnel exits or pits surrounding the target. Take the goo tokens from elsewhere if you didn't have enough to place. Any non-flying creature or dwarf walking onto a tile with goo must remove the goo it stepped on and then end the move action immediately. Alright, so it has a health of 2, range of 3, movement of 3. It is resistant to melee dice twice, so melee attacks not so good, ranged yes. It also, on an exclamation point damage roll, will stun the target. Okay, good to know. Now I have to wonder, there may be something about this in the manual, but it says any non-flying creature or dwarf walking onto a tile. The scout does technically have a grappling hook, and I wonder if there's mention of that in the rulebook. Anyway, Menace. The Glyphid Menace will attack with a dangerous acid spit. When the Glyphid Menace takes any damage, losing health from an attack, it hides for a short while, meaning it cannot be attacked again by any means in that dwarf's turn. It will resurface at the end of that dwarf's turn. It is stunned, or if it is stunned or frozen, it will not hide in the same turn. It has 3 health, 6 range, and 3 movement, so it's quite nasty. I'm assuming you want to just kill this in one hit if you can to prevent it from going away and hiding. It is resistant to regular green dye fire, but everything else seems to be okay. And on this exclamation point here, it does extra damage, so that's bad. Okay, so those are the 2 different creatures in the game, and it did come with some cards. Interesting. All right. I'm going to assume you're going to shuffle these into the encounter deck. Okay. So, Goo from Above. Place a Goo Bomber at exit 1, increase swarm threat by 1. What a Menace. Place a Menace at exit 2, increase the swarm threat by 1. Menacing Goo. Place 1 Goo Bomber at exit 2. Place 1 Menace at exit 1. Place 1 Grunt at every exit. Activate all creatures. Hide and Seek. Place 1 Goo Bomber at exit 1. Place Menace at exit 2. And place 1 Grunt at exit. Okay, at every exit. Wow. So there are 4 cards that come with the game, and they will be shuffled into the encounter deck here. I'll get to the Neoprene mat in a minute. Okay, so these are the Goo tokens. Looks like there's 6 of them, if I'm counting that right. All right, on to the miniatures. I want to be very careful with these. They look very sensitive, delicate. So these Goo Bombers actually came with this very sticky tape. I am not removing that. I have a feeling they're there for good reason. Look at how skinny this is right here. I'm afraid of like breaking this off. This is staying on. I know it's probably going to look ugly, but the health of my miniatures is more important to me than, you know, how it may look. This is fine. So this is a quick look at the Goo Bomber. I love how detailed these miniatures are. Ooh, look at that face. Nasty. Okay. So that's the Goo Bomber, and then the Glyphid Menace. Okay. Nasty. It's a shame you can't tame one in Deep Rock. You can tame the Slasher and you can tame the Grunt if you have that perk, but the Glyphid Menace, there we go. Alright. Alright, so I did mention the Neoprene mat. That's another thing I ordered after the fact because I really love the core game. What's cool about the Neoprene mat, it doesn't look like anything different really, but the surface does make the difference. On the basic game, or just the core game, my miniatures would tend to slide all over the place. The Neoprene mat will kind of help with that. Yes, there's still some, look how easy it is just to slide things back and forth. Things are still gonna slide, but not as bad as, say, a cardboard surface or whatever that original game board was made out of. This mat also won't slide on the table because the underside has this rubber bottom here, whatever it's called. I'm not very technical. I mean, I've got a felt table on top of that, so there shouldn't be an issue. This is not going anywhere. But there you go. That was a quick look at Deep Rock Galactic Goo from Above Miniature Expansion. I don't believe, I could be wrong, it's been a while since I've been on Tabletop Simulator, but I don't believe these particulars figurines and new creatures are in the official Tabletop Simulator mod. I'll have to check. I would love to see these in a Tabletop Simulator because I've created like a 10 to 12 mission campaign on PowerPoint, and that involves the lithophage, it involves building pipelines, the Morkite pipelines and the rigs, and I even have turrets to go. It's so cool. But trying to find, I don't have a 3D printer, so trying to find things that would equate well to physical camera, that's a different story. But there you go. That was a quick look at Goo from Above Miniature Expansion. Very looking forward to giving this a go. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.